In the heat of the playoffs, a lot of guys are stepping up and showing that they're worth a lot more than their contracts. Some of them are about to be free agents this summer and get some serious increase in their paycheck. So, let's check out the list. Starting off with Austin Reaves, who had a playoff debut of his dreams with 23 huge points, stealing Game 1 from the second-seeded Grizzlies. In that series, he put up personal highs in every statistical category. 15.5 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game. He showed the world that he's able to create his own shot and get to the foul line at an impressive rate. Heck, he even waved off LeBron James for a couple of times in the clutch. I mean, this guy's confidence is just ridiculous. Reeves almost doubled his regular season stats from his rookie campaign. He's going to be a restricted free agent after the playoffs, which means that other teams can contact him with an offer sheet, but the Lakers can keep him if they're willing to match the offer. His current 2-year contract pays him just $1.2 million this season, and as he said it himself in a recent article, Austin is looking forward to making as much money as possible no matter where it is, and understands that the NBA is a business. So if the Lakers want to keep him, Pelinka better be ready to untie the bag. And I'm not some NBA financial expert, but I can easily see him making 10 times more than what he's making now, as he definitely deserves it. The Lakers will actually have to pick and choose who to pay, since Dennis Schroeder will definitely want more than the minimum that he's on right now after a stellar play throughout the season and the clutch performance in the play-in. Rui Hachimura is also going to ask for more money in a couple of months from now, because he's been a key piece for LA against Memphis, posting up 14.5 points per game and 4.5 rebounds per game on 52.5% three-point shooting. Depending on how he continues performing in the playoffs, this postseason could be a great leverage for him in free agency. Another guy that is low-key having an amazing playoffs is Gabe Vincent. If it wasn't for him draining this long three and cutting the deficit to 1 point with just 8 seconds to go, Miami would have lost Game 5 for sure. Against Milwaukee, he averaged 13 points and 5 assists per game on 42.5% shooting from downtown, while filling in for Hero and becoming that important third option behind Butler and Adebayo. He has a slight improvement in his regular season stats as well, being a steady backup at the point guard position behind Lowry and even starting a lot of games. His 2-year contract expires this summer, and Gabe is going to expect a lot more than his current $1.8 million. Not many guys around the league can brag about posterizing Joel Embiid. Well, Cameron Johnson can. Even though Joel said that he doesn't recall being dunked on, it happened. Cam is another guy that's going to get paid big time this summer. His 4-year deal expires, and as a restricted free agent, Johnson will surely be offered a lot more than those $5.8 million. In 25 games with bigger responsibility as a Brooklyn Net, Cam averaged career best of 16.5 points, almost 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. And in those 4 outings against Philly, he ramped up the numbers even more, becoming Robin to the new Batman in town, his old buddy Mikal Bridges. Johnson went for 22 out of his 28 points in the first half of Game 2, but even that wasn't enough to stop the Sixers. For the next season, I expect his game to grow even more, along with his paycheck. Our last 3 guys on the list didn't make the playoffs, but they sure stepped it up over the course of the regular season. Naz Reid made a name for himself these couple of seasons as a guy who comes off the bench and injects a boost of energy to the team. His rebounding on both ends, his effort on defense, as well as his efficiency from the floor at 53.5%, all of that while putting up 11.5 points per game and 5 rebounds in just 18 minutes of playing time makes him a desirable target for many teams. He went off for a career-high 30 points against the Warriors in February, including this rim-rocking dunk off the pump fake between 2 Golden State defenders. He's only making $1.5 million per year on his 4-year contract, which puts him in the lower echelon of NBA salaries, but this summer all the hard work is going to pay off, and deservedly so. Next, we have PJ Washington from the Charlotte Hornets. Even though he made the headlines with some non-basketball related news, the power forward played the most games for the team this season, and alongside Terry Rozier, PJ has been the most reliable option. In the absence of their main stars, LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges, Washington posted personal bests of 15.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. He also dropped a career-high 43 points just before the playoffs in a win against the Thunder. In that game, he showed his full offensive arsenal, from three-point shooting to excellent floater package and his craftiness to get to the rim through multiple defenders. PJ made $5.8 million in the last year of his contract and has a qualifying offer of $8.4 million for the next one, but even if he declines it, I'm pretty sure that he can get a much more generous offer. And last but definitely not the least, we have Kyle Kuzma. The once high-profile LA rookie resurrected his career in Washington, D.C., especially this season, in which he averaged all-star worthy numbers of 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per game. He showed us that he can ball with the best ones too, as he posted 10 games with 30+ points this year. That's consistency. Kyle has a guaranteed $13 million for the next season, but a player option as well, meaning he can opt out of the contract and ask for more money. And I'm pretty sure that he'll get well above the $20 million per year from the Wizards, who are definitely seeing him as a key piece for the future of this franchise. Let me know in the comments if you think that I forgot someone who should get paid. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out. I want my money too. Peace.